Hello, welcome to Tales of Terramir. We are here to play through episode 42. Did that come out? Right, 42. You can visit our, no, yeah, well, you can visit our website at talesofterramir.com to find links to all of our episodes as well as our social media. We're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads where we share clips and videos every single week. And that's going to do it for our announcements. We're going to get right into the game. Let's get into our adventures in Tales of Terramir. Recap from our previous session. The sole survivors, along with the Kestrel crew and Jane Rayborn, docked at the Carrerian military fortress Riverhold. They were surprisingly greeted by Gemma's sister, Lady Daena Ashenlight. Daena was relieved to find her younger sister safe, but she was alarmed at the sight of Jane standing peacefully amongst them. Jane assured her he meant no one any harm anymore. A dwarven sergeant by the name of Yulman Bonejarl boarded the ship, and after questioning them of their intentions in the kingdom, gave permission to the adventurers to stay at the fortress for the evening before requiring them to leave by dawn. Captain Callus and the rest of the ship's crew said their goodbyes to the survivors, who in turn thanked them for delivering them across the imperial border. After a few trades with the Carrerians, the ship set sail back toward the Damarian Empire so they could collect their payment from Councillor Eancelor. Shocked to see her sister after a month and a half since the Maple Crossroads, and having just spoken to her through the eardrop, Gemma had so many questions. Daena led them inside the fortress to a dining hall where they could relax and discuss everything that's happened. Daena was stationed at the nearby West Warden garrison when she caught wind of Jane and Navario's plan to attack the ship along the Lichstead River and capture Anton once and for all. Knowing her sister Gemma was traveling with the fighter, Daena doffed her imperial armor and took a rowboat across the border in hopes to intercept the ship before the knights reached them. Despite being unable to reach the Kestrel in time, Daena was relieved to see the ship cross through the fog still intact. However, with her sister now safe outside the Empire, Daena felt conflicted about her personal goals. At least, she put on such thoughts about that. The sole survivors urged her to leave the knights and join them on their journeys, but Daena had much to think about before committing to leaving her duties. The adventurers drank, ate, and relaxed until curfew, when the Carrerian soldiers led them to a large prison cell makeshifted into a modest barracks for asylum seekers. Since they weren't sworn citizens of the kingdom, their protocol dictated them to be locked inside until the morning. Though they felt uncomfortable about that, understandably, they set about resting for the night. Willa had more of her amethyst dragon nightmares. She was awoken by a loud explosion that rocked the foundations of the fortress. She experienced psychic hallucinations, but was able to determine the reality that they were being attacked. Rasik and Daena were missing from the cell, but the door was opened. Willa, Anton, and Jane immediately began donning their armor. Gemma heard a scream, and peering through the small window in the cell, she discovered a dark figure clinging to Daena's hair. The figure bent down and bit Daena's neck, blood spewing. Gemma dashed for the exit, and the others followed. Making their way to the outside, they could see Imperial ships attacking Riverhold. A boulder launched from a ballista slammed against the wall beside them, but Willa and Jane were unable to avoid the surrounding damage. Reaching the exterior courtyard, Gemma saw the figure rise after feeding them upon Daena. The sisters' eyes met, and Daena gathered the courage to grab her sword, igniting it with a radiant light and slashing at the dark figure. In the light, the figure could be seen. It was Dark Agent Mavix, a vampire servant of the Emperor, the same that had killed Gemma and Daena's parents when they were children. Gemma, Anton, Willa, Jane, and Daena launched into combat against the Dark Agent, her pet hellhounds, several Imperial guards, and Sir Gerald Hallowick, the Damarian knight they'd allowed to live outside Miranthar's lair. Anton ran in, firing arrows in quick succession toward the guards, and then crossing swords with the knight. Daena shouted to Gemma to destroy the thing that had killed their parents. The vampire attacked, and Daena became gravely wounded and magically frightened by the agent's evil energy, and she backed away from Mavix, as Willa transformed into her hybrid form and dashed toward her. Gemma unleashed her magic in a wild fury toward the vampire, even capturing her with her telekinesis and shooting her into the air, holding her in place while firing off firebolts, which was really badass. Willa fought against the Hellhound and used the blood curse against Mavix. And Anton and Jane defeated the knight and the surrounding guards. As the vampire's allies were defeated around her, she resisted Gemma's magic and fell to the stone fortress floor. But she was quickly surrounded, and in a final push, Gemma telekinetically shoved the Dark Agent into a roaring fire and held her in place. As the vampire howled in pain, Daena and Gemma watched, the hair burn and the skin melt from her frame until her flailing and screaming ceased. It was then they heard another wave of Imperials approaching. Jane told Anton to lead them away from Overhold while he held them off. Daena mentioned a rowboat nearby. Anton was hesitant to leave his old master behind, but the old champion wished for a warrior's death. Willa expressed concern for Razik, but she felt they had to trust the rogue had already escaped. They bid farewell and headed to the escape hatch. As the sounds of battle faded and the sounds of lapping water overtook them, they looked upon the burning fortress. Turning toward the Emberim Mountains to the west, they found them alight from the dawning sun. And that's where we left off. Transitioning here. You approach land on the boat. And you leave Riverhold and the tributary behind. The rowboat meets dry land, and as everyone gets to their feet, you can see Daena isn't moving. She looks at you, Gemma, goes, "We need to talk."
Okay, well, let's get the boat on land and talk off the river.
She grabs the rowboat, kind of pulls it onto the grassy part of the land there, and throws the oar into it. Says, "Let's talk privately."
Are you sure you're okay? Like your neck?
Yeah, I'll be fine. She actually takes out a piece of cloth and wraps it around her neck and ties it.
That's a one.
Thankfully, your healing helped a little bit. Speaking of which, first of all, what was that back there? I've never seen you so furious or unleashing such power from anyone before. Was that your arcane magic or something else?
Yeah, I guess it just gets really explosive whenever I can't control myself. Sometimes I get scared, or sometimes I get really angry, and something from inside tells me to do these things. It's like I've known how to do them for so long, and I can't control it sometimes. But I met a friend of mom and dad's, and he taught me how to at least have some, to tame it in, pull it in a little bit, but it doesn't. Sometimes it's a little bit too much for me. I saw you get hurt, and I don't know. A lot happened. It just happened so fast.
Yeah. I can sometimes feel like I can use divine magic, and I've healed the injured before. Do you know why?
Yeah, I think so. The man I told you about, Adamar, he said that I'm an Azamar. I'm not human. I'm something they call an Azamar. And he said that Mom was an Azamar too. I'm guessing it. I guess it kind of runs in our family. Have you had no idea about this?
I knew about arcane magic. It's something I can't do. I know you can, and Mom and Dad could. But there's always been a little bit more to me and to us, I think. I didn't know what that was.
I only found out a couple of weeks ago. There's a lot I just learned a couple weeks ago.
Well, I didn't tell you everything last night. I thought there'd still be time.
Well, there still is time. You're coming with us, right?
I want you to know that all my earlier talk of loyalty and duty is a farce. I was still wary of Jane and Anton, but I can see now that they're on the right side. I've never actually had any real devotion to the Empire. They're just a means to an end. But I have to go back, Gemma.
Yeah, I don't understand. What do you mean? You've wanted to be a knight your whole life. You left the farm. You left me.
There's a lot more going on than you understand. You killed a dark agent. The one who killed our parents, which I actually couldn't be happier about that. But I have a plan to take them all down. And I can't do that outside the Empire. I have to see this through.
Hey, there's more?
There's a bunch of them. I don't think that they're going to stop hunting you, even outside the Empire.
Hunting me? Why would they want me?
There's a record of you, Gemma. Your powerful sorcery is well known and well documented. And there's another reason I wanted to see you. I intercepted a mission that had your name on it. It wasn't a bounty. It was an order to bring you in. Let's just say I'm glad you're out of the Empire. These dark agents, they're vampire spawn. Servants of some mysterious vampire lord. They hunt arcanists for the Emperor, but they also feed on their blood, which gives them enhanced abilities. You, being such a powerful sorceress, you're one of their prime targets.
Well, then come with me. Stay with me.
Jim,
Don't go.
I have to. Remember that old woman from the Maple Crossroads?
Matt.
What was her name? Malkin Stonewall. Remember, we got her. Malkin Stonewall. She was taking the blood of elves.
Yes. The warlock.
No, not the warlock. The old woman in the house. You went to the
Yes.
cellar.
Yes.
You found
Right.
her.
The cat in the basement. And
The
everything.
cat.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. That's my takeaway from that.
Got that.
Right.
Well, she was. Remember, she was kidnapping elves. She was taking their blood. She was trying to absorb their magic, I think. And there are Imperials in the High Court doing the same. Despite me being bit by Mivix, don't worry about me. She's just a vampire spawn, so I can't get vampirism if I'm a spawn. Plus, if she was a real vampire, I'd have to die first before I could come back as one. So don't worry about that.
Oh, how you know so much lore about him?
I've done a lot of research.
You've done research. How do you know all of this though? How do you know about the vampires and the Lord and like how? I don't understand.
This is what I've been trying to do and what I've been after since we were kids. It's the main reason I joined the Knights. Yeah, I wish the Knights were something more. I wish that they were what they used to be. But I don't really care about that. I just care about destroying these things. These things that killed their parents, killed their friends, and killed so many people like you. And I'm not going to stop until they're all gone. So that's why I have to go.
How do you know they killed mom and dad?
I saw them. The one Hugh killed tonight, I saw her kill them. I remember it like it was yesterday. And even then, I swore that I would take her down, take them all down. And actually, my little sister took her down. Which I'm so impressed by you and how far you've come.
I don't enjoy the killing. It's just, like I said, sometimes I can't control it. And I got really scared. I thought I was going to lose you.
Same. When I saw you come around the corner, there's something that was in me. That same rage I felt when I was a kid boil up, made me fight back. All this time I thought I was going to be there to save you, but you actually saved me. It's pretty awesome.
Jesus.
She kind of gives you a hug.
Well, we got her. You don't have to go and get the rest. Just you can come with us. Just go far away from here. I mean, I need you. I need you.
There's no talking me out of this, Gemma. Look, you got the ear thing, right? You can contact me. We can keep in touch, but contact me every once in a while, but also I might always be in a position to respond. If anyone saw me responding to a magical message, they either think I'm crazy or I'm an arcanist.
Well, hope. I'll understand if you don't answer, but yeah. Well, what if I come with you? You see that I can take care of myself at least I can fight back. What if something happens to you?
You are in the best place you could possibly be now. You're outside of the Empire and the borders of all these people who are trying to hunt you, find you, and literally suck your blood for power. We're not going to let that happen. And look, I don't know what your plans were, and I want you to tell me in a second, but there's a village. There's a village. It's called Skyhaven, where many escaped arcanists from the Empire go. It's really high in the mountains, past Khel Kuldir. The Damarian Knights have wanted to take it down for some time, but the surrounding Corurian soldiers and the remoteness of its location have prevented a full assault. You can find safety there, and others like you. Consider going there on your journeys. Do you have a plan of where you're going? Other than just outside the Empire?
Adamar told us about a school that could teach me more about my powers. So we might be heading there, but first we have to go save one of our friends. We had a traveling companion, the sea elf, that was with us.
Oh yeah, the weird sea elf guy. I was wondering where he
Not
was.
weird. He's cool. He's all right.
Yeah.
He's a meat eater. Loves bacon. Really good shape. Well, not anymore. He's been eating a lot of bacon. I mean, it's whatever. But we have to go save him. It seems like our path is leading there, and there's something that Willa has to get and see over there too. But it's on the way. But Sky Heaven, past Khel Kuldir.
Yeah.
Khel Sorry,
Kuldir, yeah.
My career is a little off. So.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah, if you're looking for that magic school,
you know about it?
Not really. Only I've heard it exists, but I'm just the people in Skyhaven might know more about where that is.
How do you know about Skyhaven? Just rumors? Oh, the Damarians probably.
Damarian Knights.
Damarians, yeah.
They know about it, but it's too far. It's too remote. It's too far into Corurian territory to make a real plan. That is, if they're able to push past the border, which they're already made an attack on Riverhold. Hopefully the Corurians, I'm sure they'll have a reinforcement to push that back, but might as well make it there as soon as you can. But
are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna go?
Yeah.
Please just stay with us.
Can't. She kind of does like a joyful little punch against the chin, like a rough little like playful way.
Good, gotta hear tiger sort of.
Yeah, I gotta go. She gives you one big hug.
Just hug her too. You better be safe. You better make it back.
You've got good friends.
They're all right. They're good. They are good. They've been taking care of me.
I don't know how I felt about Anton until last night. He's all right. Don't tell him I said that.
I think think he'd die for me. I'm in good hands.
She has a little bit of tears rolling up in her eyes, but she quickly hides it and wipes them away and tries to look tough. Stay in touch, Gemma. She backs away, walking backwards, picks up the oar, calls out to Will and Anton off in the distance. Keep your eye on my sister. I know you've done a good job so far.
Where you going?
I gotta go. She
Wait,
turns around.
wait. Take this. And I fish out of my bag. I gave her a crystal that I had initially used as my spell focus. So just hold on to this, okay?
Sure.
And this T-shirt that I got in some not the T-shirt. That's mine. So it's, but no, I give her my spell focus, my original spell focus, and say just I want this back, okay?
Puts it into her pocket. Turns around, grabs the oar, gets into the boat and kind of pushes off with the oar. Kind of gives one last look and turns the boat around and starts rowing away.
We'll take good care of her, don't you worry.
See just the back of her hand as she goes and kind of waves.
Is this still misty? Are we in that misty area, or is it?
Only in the sense that it's sort of like a really early morning fog at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, all of you can you can take a short rest now. I'll go ahead and mark that.
Gemma will stay on the shore, just staring out until she disappears.
And you turn back to the others, and your time is yours.
Where did she go? What's happening? Why'd she leave?
She said she has.
She's not going to report back to the Empire, is she? She having a change of heart?
She did. She asked how to spell your last name, and she said she had. She said she has some more work to do. And Gemma just puts her hood up and just starts kind of like walking in the direction that I guess we're going in.
Yeah, towards the mountains.
Anton just looks at Willa.
Maybe we just let her be for now, and I'm sure she'll open up soon.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah. I can't keep anyone for long.
There's 3 remaining. You begin your trek toward the base of the Imperim Mountains. You follow one of the many streams that flows from the mountains and into the Lichstead River. Start following that stream, which is now beginning to sparkle with the morning sun, and a path that takes you higher in elevation. Welcome to the Kingdom of Career. For over 1,000 years, the kingdom has stood as a union between the many hill dwarf clans, mountain dwarf strongholds of the Ember Rim, the humans of the sleeping marshlands, and the various settlements within the Barren Valley, maintained by strict policy to dwarven traditions and religious practices to Moradin, a deity of twilight. It is ruled by High King Regnum Drudar. It is a land you know to have both magical and religious freedom, within reason, of course. Some time passes, the sun rises, and along the path ahead, you soon spot a moving mass traveling quickly towards you, towards the river. Anton, you easily recognize it to be a company of Corurian soldiers. At least 200 men. Reinforcements, probably for Riverhold. There's a dwarf scout riding upon a shaggy-haired mountain goat with long, curved horns that rides out to meet you. Let me share that.
Hello, Goat Master.
Oh, you're gonna have to work on your diplomacy.
He kind of rides up, the goat kind of bleeding. He goes, "Are you Imperials? What's your business?"
Shoemakers.
What?
I'm sorry. You just like lobbed that up.
Company of cobblers.
Yeah. Cobblers. Sorry. Go for it.
No, we're actually defectors. We're traveling through here, seeking passage. We're not entirely sure where yet, but we're friends of the kingdom.
Hmm.
And what was your name again?
Kind of grunts and turns back and doesn't say anything more. Rides him back to the military that's coming. Soon you meet, and they all seem to just walk past you, ignoring you, letting you pass.
I say to Anton, I go, Goat Master?
Hey, we're alive, aren't we?
Can't argue with
By
that.
the way, did you see that his goat had a dingleberry? I saw.
I was gonna go into a whole thing, but no, I got my mind on other things.
Sorry, yeah.
As
After
we're
several-
passing, Nola's just kind of
Go ahead.
like, "Hey, hello there. How you doing? Nice goat."
200
Nice
dwarves.
to every single one. Hey,
They're just marching past.
nice to meet you.
Some of them wave, a lot of them ignore you. Just they seem determined to go down to the river. Several hours pass of you hiking, following this trail towards the mountains. Yeah, did you have something?
Yeah, I have a question. The people at Khel Kuldir, at Riverhold. We were at Riverhold, right?
You're at Riverhold, yep.
And we're headed to Khel Kuldir.
Khel Kuldir.
Kuldir.
Khel Kuldir, yeah.
And where did they tell us to go to? To Khel Kuldir?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
nearest town.
So we're in that little bit in between.
Yeah, you're behind that mountain. That's why it's partially.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
Transparent.
thought we were past the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no, you haven't crossed the mountains yet.
Gotcha,
You're
yeah.
kind of like the very base of them right now. Going into them now, but yes, going up in elevation, following this path towards where they said Khel Kuldir was.
Oh
Yeah.
well, no, go for it. Just go for it. Yeah, I'm so salty.
Well, after several hours of hiking, you eventually spot something small lying beside the trail. There's an arrow sticking out of it. As you approach, you can see the creature is still alive, but terribly injured. You believe it to be a very large rabbit in every sense, except it has a 1 foot long spiral horn emerging from its forehead. not unlike the horn of a unicorn. And
Is
it looks
it?
like it's injured.
Does it see us?
It's it seems to be it's sort of in and out of consciousness. It got hit by some arrow and seems to be dying.
And this is still the same day from when we.
Oh yeah, the
Sure.
same day.
Okay.
Now it's like like late morning, early afternoonish at this point.
Anton looks around and see if there's any sign of people nearby.
I'm gonna go to it while he's doing that. I'm not paying attention to Anton.
Yeah, Anton, go ahead and make a perception check. And
Willa, it's hurt.
anyone else who wants to inspect the creature can roll a nature.
15.
You don't see anyone in sight, Anton.
I got a 16.
And you're sort of higher in elevation too, where you kind of can look down on either side. You're in the base of the mountain going up, and you can sit down below you. There's no one around.
No one here.
I got 12.
So, Willa, it's hurt. Can help me?
Oh, that poor thing. Who just leaves something out like this?
Anton comes up. You mean dinner?
Gemma, you've actually heard of these creatures before. They are native to this region. It's a mirage.
That's so cute.
And grind its horn for aphrodisiacs. I don't know. Sorry.
And it's like a very large rabbit. It looks like a rabbit, like every sense, like I said, except for its unicorn horn. It's very large though. It's as large as like a really big dog almost.
Can between Willa and I and our knowledge of farm animals and caring for them, or is there some way that we can like tag team to not repair is not the right word, heal it or save it?
Yeah, you can roll a medicine check, and if one of you can assist the other for advantage.
I have a 0 in it. Do you have anything higher than that, Willa?
In medicine,
Yeah.
I have a -1. So
All right.
here's a better
You want to give me advantage?
Yeah.
All right.
You go for it, Gemma. You got this.
Put your hand here. Oh shit! I got a 10.
It's actually enough to at least stabilize the creature. You pull out the arrow gently and are able to wrap it in some bandages and cloth. And it seems like it'll be okay. Its eyes flutter open. Its nose kind of sniffing, twittering. And
I give it an apple. I have an apple. I don't have a carrot. I have an apple. So try to.
kind of sniffs around at it and takes a little bite off of it. And it seems friendly.
There you go. Oh, you'll be all right. Well, we saved it.
He's
After
I
a
wonder why
few
someone tried to
moments-
kill it.
He also looks delicious, but don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, so it actually ends up recovering after a few minutes, and Weekly stands up. It seems like it wants to follow you.
You're, like talking to it like it's I guess like a pet or an animal. Like, are you okay to walk? Like, where's the arrow? Was it like in the back of the neck? Was it in the
It's sort of like
hind
in the
quarter?
hind quarter, sort of near the back of the legs, sort of.
I don't have any more healing. Does it look like it would be able to walk okay?
It looks like it might be a little injured and to follow up directly, but it looks like it wants to follow you.
Can we just pick it
I
up?
can tell right now. Huh?
Can we just pick it up?
Yeah.
Or is it insistent on walking?
It seems like it'll let you pick it up.
I'll
It's
pick
really
it up.
large. You'd have to kind of carry it, but it's willing It's docile.
Oh,
Gemma, I could hold that if it's too heavy for you.
I'll carry it for a little bit. Willa, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know how far I can carry it, but I kind of need this just for a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he likes you.
Thanks.
Damn soldiers can't shoot worth a damn.
Snack.
What? One shot, one kill.
So as the day sort of passes on quickly, is there anything that anyone wants to discuss or talk about before we move on?
I have kind of an out of character thing to discuss. I don't know, like it just seems more effective out of character than it does in character.
Yeah.
We have that bag of gold that Jane gave us that was on the bed. How many ways are we splitting that? I guess it's just us three.
There's 3 of you left.
How much was the amount again?
90.
like- 90? Oh, okay, so 30 gold a piece.
Yeah, that works out. So each get 30 gold.
So,
And it's oh, go ahead. Sorry.
how confident are we, no offense, that we're not being reported to the Marian Empire right now, our movements?
What, because of Daena?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get the full story. Like, what is she even doing?
And this is as we're walking, kind of.
Yeah, as you're
yeah.
traveling throughout the
Yeah.
day. It's a day's travel, so.
She says that she's not actually loyal to the Delmarian Knights or the Empire. She's
Really?
using her position on the inside to hunt down those dark agents, those vampires.
Wow.
She said that
Okay.
thing. She said that thing killed our parents, and that there are more of them.
Killed your parents?
I guess so, yeah. She said she saw it when she was a kid. When she was very young. And I thought she just wanted to be a fighter, that she wanted to swing a sword because she could never do because she just, that's what she wanted to do. That's why she left the farm. But apparently she's been out for revenge this entire time.
Oh. Well, I'd say that that damn witch got off easy. And as for Daena, respect. Look at her in a different light now. I knew you, Ashen Knights, had better blood than that. Knew she wasn't a bootlegger.
No, apparently not.
I'm sorry. I know it must hurt to see her and then have her disappear so quickly. Sorry, Gemma.
It's all right. She left when I was young too. As soon as she became of age, she enlisted, and she's been doing it ever since. And it was just me and my grandma to take care of the farm. And then, grandma passed away, and I'm used to people leaving. I didn't want her to leave though. She didn't have to leave. Kind of hugs the Almarouge a little bit tighter. She has her mind set on revenge, so hopefully she stays safe.
Well, we've got the ear.
check in frequently.
I'm sure she'll be okay, Gemma. You don't have to worry. And maybe we can help her from our side as well, you know? Maybe there's something that we can do to help her out, to move things along, and then maybe when she reaches her goal, we can all meet back together again.
I hope so. She also said that those things were after me. They wanted my blood because it gives them powers. I just hope me being with you guys doesn't put you in danger also, in case they make it past the border. I thought you guys should know that too.
We're way past the point of not being in danger. I'm glad you're with us. Protect you from those goddamn things.
Thanks.
Burn them all, right? Right? Punch.
Yeah, I'm top heavy now because I'm holding the. Got a strength of 9, okay?
Eventually, it does become a little heavy for you,
Mm.
Gemma, because it is so large.
Does that thing where like the bottom half is slipping.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Willa.
Oh, yeah. Just gonna like, Willa picks it up and just slings it over her shoulder like it's nothing. Oh, there we go.
Thanks. Is it face forward or face backwards?
I pictured it face backwards, but
Face backwards. Yeah, a little button.
While we're walking though, like and just kind of traveling, I'm also feeding it behind.
Oh. I thought you were going to make a joke about the little pellets coming out of his butt.
You just did, so.
There we go.
It doesn't bother
I'm just
Willa
like
at all.
stuck on
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah.
Animals got
Arm
jokes
goes.
today.
Come on.
Approaching ever closer to the town, you begin to see the outskirts of civilization. You start to see tiny farmsteads of cattle, goat, wheat, and rye, tended by hill dwarf families. They begin to increase in quantity as the trail snakes through the rising cliffs of the Emberim. The sun disappears quickly behind the mountains, and by nightfall, you reach a large cavernous opening. A stone arch, finely crafted along the aperture and decorated in dwarvish runes, is lit by 2 large iron braziers, signaling the entrance to an underground settlement. Anton, you know that Khel Kuldir roughly translates to last barrier in common. Do you go inside?
Is there a way around?
No.
Are we
looks
compelled
like
again?
this is the entrance.
You
You can go in the town, or
kind of look back towards the river. Is
What
it
do you think?
dark?
Should we go in?
Is it dark in the past the aperture of the cave? Like, do we have to light torches? Is it lit by torches?
there you can see that there are some torches, yeah, kind of lit through into the tunnel. Yeah, it's not like pitch black or anything.
Shove Anton's shoulder. Not shove, but I push him forward. Maybe
Oh,
you should go first.
yeah. Of course. Anton draws the sword and kind of takes a step forward.
The glowy one? The reattached?
Yes. Yes, of course they're reattached.
And at that point, we, as you step in into these caves towards the town. We'll go to our first break. Hey, welcome back. All right. We have just entered into Khel Kuldir, a dwarven town that you notice as you go through this tunnel, through this cave. It then opens up into this massive cavern, this huge, almost dome-like cave room that holds the town of Khel Kuldir itself inside of it. There are, interestingly, there's a little bit of soft sunlight that's left. The sun seems to have set on your end because it's set behind the mountains, but coming into this space, you can see that the sun is still shining on the other side or through the mountains, because there are these mirrors that sort of redirect some of the sunlight and moonlight down into, sort of softly onto the temple of Moradin that's here. And you begin to see dwarves bustling about. And you're here. You know that this is due to just a little back history. There is due to its proximity to the Damarian Empire, its citizens, the Torhammer clan have an unspoken understanding of the responsibility and potential risks of preventing imperial expansion into the mountains. And you can see that there's a population. It's a mixture of both mountain and hill dwarves who have mingled here, and there's also a number of humans and maybe a couple half-elves here and there that most likely settled here after leaving the Empire. And you're in this space. It's up to you what you like to do. There is a tavern. You're entering from the southeast of the map. And right away you can see there's a bit of a town square area. There's a dwarven market and the Emerald Flagon, which is the closest tavern.
It's nighttime now, so we need accommodations.
It's evening, but yes.
I'm sorry, Hannah. Were you gonna say something?
Oh no, do we think we should find something to heal our little buddy here, or think he'll be okay in the morning? Just need some good night rest, maybe.
Can we take a guess what might be the best course of action? Wes?
I'm sorry, what's your question?
Like between Willa and Gemma, and again our farm animal experience,
Mm-hmm.
like can we tell like if she just needs to sleep it off, if it needs to sleep it off, or if it
Yeah.
is it a he or a she? Like did we
You didn't really expect.
like you'd be like, Anton, do you see any dingleberries?
What does your shoulder tell you, Willa?
Taking a closer look, you can tell it's a he.
Will he
Well,
need
like
to
lift
sleep
up the back legs. Yep.
It's the only way you can tell. It's the easiest way to tell. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Almiraj will be fine. It just needs some rest. Yeah.
Anyone ever had dwarf food before? You think we're
you
gonna be
mean
able to get it around
just food? Like, you mean just food? They have like pellets that like specifically for dwarves.
This is just a a size smaller.
Oh yeah, it's just smaller. I can't tell if you're being racist or
Oh,
like,
no. Just because they're dwarves doesn't mean they eat less. They eat just as much. But is that where you want to head, to the Emerald Flagon, closest tavern?
Is there
I feel like
you
maybe
are
we
here?
should.
Like, do we know that that's a tavern?
You can tell by the welcoming exterior of it. There's a lot of people going in and out, and there's actually this green glass sculpture in the shape of a flagon on the outside that's sort of shining brightly, sort of as a welcome beacon.
Why don't we try there?
The emerald flagon sounds good. I don't know. I'm starving. I could eat anything. They might have an ale there too. I mean, I'm thirsty. I could drink.
He's gonna walk out with like an emerald souvenir, dwarven souvenir, free refills or something.
I want a stein.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll follow. We'll follow Anton.
I think maybe we could check out the rest of the village in the morning when it's daylight.
Maybe they'll
Now
know
we
where
just
we can
need to-
stay. Yeah.
All right, you go in to the Emerald Flagon. And let me go ahead and place yourselves. You can actually place yourself. Oh, can you even see anything on the map right now?
Cannot.
Or nothing?
I can see the grid. That's about it.
Okay, let me place you then.
Dwarven food.
I mean, do they use salt? Are they hot sauce oriented? These are important questions.
I don't know. I knew what an Almirage is, but I don't know how much I know about Dwarven culture.
You tell me. I don't believe that your characters know much. Probably, well,
I feel like
Anton would know the
know.
most. He knows
Yeah.
Dwarvish, so.
It's like, oh yeah, totally.
Well, they were kind of enemies, so we didn't think much of them. We just had to know how to speak their language.
That makes sense. That's
The Al Mirage actually is able to. Seems to be walking on its own now and is following you in.
It's a
And,
resilient little fella.
The doors are before you.
Well, time to eat.
yeah, I'm starving.
Willow will open the door there and walk in.
All right. As you enter, you can see this is a very rambunctious place. It is packed with all kinds of dwarven commoners. There's Careerian soldiers. There's even a number of human commoners mixed in as well. It's loud. It's boisterous. You hear laughter, and you feel this. You get hit by the scent of like stale ale and sweat, but also all this warmth. Which is in some ways unpleasant, but you know it to be a good hearty place for a drink and a good meal.
Yeah.
And there seems to be a couple tables that are open.
Do you want to give me control of the Almirage, or can you have him follow us? I don't know if you want to drive him or not.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Let's come sit over here.
You got a mod that leaves a trail of poop? No? Nothing? Okay.
Wait.
Hold on. It's not letting me do the thing, so I'll just have it follow you for right now.
All right.
Little
He's
Duncan.
busy.
It's adorable.
Do you guys see
Found
any
a table.
orders? Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. Not too many tables free in here, are there? It's a busy place.
What's the chair situation? Am I like the only one small enough to sit properly?
We're all like hunched over.
Do you guys need an adult booster or an adult seat?
Despite them being dwarves, they're still medium sized, so they're still pretty. They're just shorter, but their size and width makes up for their height. They're just as big, and the chairs are the same size as you would expect a normal inn to have.
Their feet are down.
And you can see too that inside here, let me get to it.
So neat in here.
That it's not as neat There's some glass, some broken glass. There's some flagons spilled everywhere, but it's not like a complete junk place. Like it's decent. It's modest. There's a large fire pit roaring at the north side of the tavern, and there's like this small pit in the center of this central area, almost like a fighting pit or a place for musicians to play.
Cockfighting.
Possibly. The symbol of Hannah, the two golden cupped hands, hang above the tavern's large central fireplace. And soon a female dwarf comes up and approaches. She's kind of carrying a tray and a bunch of flagons, sets down a couple of them, kind of steps by, like as she's stopping by your table. Well, welcome to the Emerald Flagon. I'm Nora Guild. This is my place. First time here? First time in town?
It sure is.
Welcome. Good to have you all here. Well, can I get you anything? We have ale. We have food as well. We also have our famous shadow ale, which is grown from shadow wheat right here in Khel Kuldir.
Shadow ale, huh?
Yeah, it's an underground plant, much like wheat, but a little more earthy in taste, darker in color.
Do you make bread out of it too?
We don't have any bread that's made out of it. No, just ale. We have regular ale as well. If you're interested in food, today we're serving. We have a meal of hearty bacon-wrapped cavefish and rye bread.
Blah 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 bacon. Blah 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 blah.
We also have roasted pork and potato leek soup if you prefer that. And regular ale, shadow ale. What can I get you?
You better start me with 2 of the shadow ales.
All right, that's 5 copper per mug, dear. Anything else?
Can you get him one of the bacon wrap things too, please?
Sure, 5 silver.
I'll cover up for that. I'll take one of the bacon wrap things too, and a shadow ale, please.
Yep, 5 copper per drink, 5 silver per meal.
Do you happen to have like a couple raw carrots or vegetables for our little friend here, too?
Oh, sure, yeah. I can find something in the kitchen. No problem.
Thank you.
I'll do the bacon fish and the shadow ale as well.
All right. 3 bacon fish, 5 shadow ales. Sounds good. And she turns around and starts helping other customers.
Heard dwarves like their drink. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little excited for the shadow ale. So they'll do it right.
It does sound interesting. I know Savamil would have loved that. The bacon fish. That's his 2 favorite things.
Yeah, I think that would have been like he's really missing out. Too bad he got captured. Himself captured, you know. No, that's a very good point. He would have loved this place.
Eventually, she does come back around after a few minutes and drops all the food and drinks off, hands them down, and you can see everything looks pretty delicious. She hands down the ales and goes, "Have you ever had shadow ale before?"
No, ma'am.
Can't say I have.
Prepare for it's slightly bitter, a little earthy, but you get used to it. And she goes, "First time in town, you said. Want to know anything about Khel Kuldir, about town or anything? I know all the latest."
Is there any place to stay around here that we can bed and board for the night?
Oh yes, we have rooms here actually. We have 4 open rooms tonight. There's also, but it's a bit for it's modest. I'll say that, dearie. But we also have there's also the inn across town, Quenching Iron Inn. Has a little bit more upper scale, more comfortable rooms if you prefer. But we'd love to have you here. If you
Sure,
prefer.
it'll be
If you
fine.
prefer.
Sure, I'll be fine.
Are
Should
we
I
in a
get
safe
you
part of
rooms?
town? Sorry, still asking questions.
Oh, yeah. If are we safe here? Of course. Khel Kuldir is very safe.
You get a lot of refugees coming through here.
Oh yes, there's a good number that come here. It's the first town since the border, so we have all kinds of people pass through. A lot of Are you Imperials?
We're Imperial as fuck. No, we come from the direction of New Dormer, yeah.
Oh well, you've probably heard the term Arcanus. Then a lot of them they often pass through here, go up to Skyhaven.
Okay.
We also have another passage through the mountains on the other side. You can either go through Skyhaven, or you can, if you're allowed, and if you get permission, you can pass through the mine. There's another passage through there, but most people don't prefer that. It's a little more dangerous.
Who do we have to get permission from?
To pass through the mine, you got to get permission. This wizard fellow, or the king himself. So most people just go ahead and pass through Skyhaven. It's just a bit of a dangerous journey either way, to pass through the Underdark or to go high up in the mountains and cross that way.
Some more experience points going through the Underdark.
Experience points.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Had a stroke there for a second.
But yeah, we had a wizard who came through about 5 years ago. Keeps himself in his tower, but he bought the mine from the Torhammer clan. He runs the operations now.
He bought the mine.
Yes.
Is he a dwarf?
No, he's not a dwarf. He's a half elf, I think.
Half elf buying up the mine. It seems odd.
It is odd. A lot of us don't really trust him, but he keeps to himself, and the mine's been going fine, just as it's been since he bought it. But
Creating jobs.
strange. Yeah, but the strange thing is, there's been a lot of reports of some of the workers that go through the mine. They've been wandering around town disoriented and with no memory of how they got back or how they got there. Some people blame the wizard for doing something with magic, but other people think that it might just be something in the Underdark doing something strange. It could be strange gas, who knows? But there's been a lot of reports of that lately.
Are Arcanists generally untrusted in this area?
Oh yes, we don't have anything against Arcanists or arcane magic. Not many of us use it as much. We're more focused on the divine here. We have priests at the Temple of Moradin, but there are those around that practice the arcane arts. Sure.
I see you guys also worship Hanessa. How do you pronounce it?
Hanase?
Hanase.
Yes, I worship her.
I did back home.
Along with Moradin. Oh, you follow her as well, the Mother Earth?
Back home, yeah. Farmer.
Well, welcome. Any other questions?
Sounds like we shouldn't expect much trouble in this town.
Not too much. It's pretty peaceful. Other than we understand sometimes there's the occasional conflict near the border. We send soldiers down, but otherwise, welcome to Khel Kuldir.
Thank you, Nora.
All right.
This
She steps away.
do we have the shadow ales yet?
Yeah, she handed you everything.
It sounds like mine are empty already. I have no idea.
That's strong. Willow, what do you think?
It
Just
does
take
have a
this-
slight bitter taste and like an earthy flavor. Unlike anything you've really tasted before in an ale, but it's got a decent bite to it.
Tastes like a pond.
Yeah, I'm no connoisseur, but this isn't something I drink on the daily.
Earthy. Yeah. Guild. Anton's gonna just before he takes another drink, he's just gonna scan the place and look for anything, that looks potentially threatening.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, like these different icon tokens.
It's a nat 20.
Nice. Your eyes seem to kind of glide over.
Clear from the shadow. He gets like this
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Your eyes kind of glaze over the crowd, and there's a particular dwarf that catches your eye. He's got bright, fiery red hair, fiery red beard. And he's got these deep scars across his face. Looks like a mean, tough son of a bitch. He's over in the corner. And he seems to have the respect of the dwarves around him.
This is the guy up towards kind of the map north.
Right here.
Yeah.
They have his respect, like they're shaking his hand, or they're feeding him ales, or
Hey, they're handing him free ales and
Yikes.
back, and yeah.
Is he looking at Anton like that?
That's Boulder Fest. Yeah. You kind of hear picking up amongst the other dwarves and stuff, listening in over your time here. You get that he's the undefeated champion of the fighting pit that's here.
2 more shadow ales for my friend here.
Anton's just picturing holding his head with one hand. Oh yeah. Tries to punch.
Yeah,
Walking
deduce
out
the number of ales and
Pockets
they'll
full of
keep coming.
gold.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't. I mean, if he wants ales, I'll buy him ales. Are we still drinking? I'll buy him 2 more ales.
Anton starts to try to catch Boulder Fist's eye over his mug as he takes a drink.
He looks up from his mug eventually, wipes the foam, the ale foam from his mustache and beard, looks over at you, kind of glares at you. Goes back to his drink.
Anton,
You've
what
caught
are
the
you
eye of some people. They don't. There's mostly dwarves in here, so you become a dragonborn, a human, and like 2 human-looking people coming in. So you've got some glances.
Anton, are you making a connection there? Is it maybe a friendship?
French.
No, I'm just keeping my eye on this.
French.
Keeping my eye on this potentially unsavory character over here in the corner. Anton kind of man spreads a bit, puffs his chest out.
Goes, what are you doing?
Nothing. Just having a drink. Keeping an eye out for danger.
I'm just feeding
Spits.
the Almirage.
Yeah, you did get some carrots and little bits of like cabbage and such on a little plate for the Almirage, who's eating it up. And the space is your guys.
Okay, I didn't know if. I didn't know. I did have something.
Anton-
Oh, God.
Oh, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Anton just kind of stands up and walks around and moseys over to the pit, looks around, kind
I
of
think the bathrooms
just
are
idly staring with his drink.
He's got his butt. He's like putting out the vibe like in trying to peacock for this guy.
Like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Puts a leg up on the rim of it. Yeah.
Really high.
It's a couple times.
The man here kind of spins around and the table is all like kind of looking at you and goes. The human kind of goes, "You interested in going in the fighting pit?
Oh,
No one's
me?
beaten Boulder Fist yet. He's the undefeated champion. We'd love to see another fight, though."
Fight? Oh, yeah. Much of a fighter myself, but what's in it? What?
Covered in armor and
spoils-
His daggers and swords fall out as he's. He's got like Glock and he falls on the ground.
his
What
class
sort of
is
spoils are we-
exploding above him. Fighter level 8.
Anton's trying to cover his What sort of spoils go to the winners here?
Oh, well, you gotta bet 50 gold. Tell Nora Guild, she'll set the whole thing up. But you get potentially 100 gold and the respect of everyone in this tavern for beating Boulder Fist if you can do it.
Oh, respect. It's like what is it called for internet people?
Exposure.
Exposure. You get exposure.
Good for the exposure.
Do it for the exposure. The Soul Survivor's name out there. You know?
Respect. It's like we're leaving tomorrow.
Anton just kind of looks back at Willa and Gemma, just kind of like.
I do order. I see where this is going, so I do order him 2 more.
Comes over.
Anton just sort of takes off his outer cloak and removes a layer. Just sets it on the table. Starts cracking his knuckles.
You can see that there are a lot of the tables are starting to turn, looking and talking and whispering amongst themselves, drinking ale like, "Oh, I want to see this." Nora Guild comes over. He goes, "You interested in entering our fighting pit? We can have a competition set up."
I used to wrestle with my brothers back home. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'd be okay. I'll pay 50 gold to see what I'm made of.
All right.
Is
She
50
hands
the
hold her.
entry fee, or can we bet too, or is it just like
You can bet
Fire
amongst
versus-
yourselves, but 50 goes towards the tavern,
the pot?
and if you win, you get 100 gold.
Anton will take 50 gold out of his own pocket.
Okay, you're gonna be facing
Hand it
that
over.
tough son of a bitch, Boulder Fist. Points over
Oh.
that way behind her shoulder.
I'll put 50 gold down on Anton. Is that okay? Or is that just him, or can I bet too on this pony?
You can, I can, like mechanically speaking, you can put bets in towards the tavern. Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to bet 50?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. If he wins, you get 50. You get 100 too, I
100.
guess. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to get that in there.
No worries. You hand her all of your gold, so she gets 100 gold. Go ahead and deduct that appropriately. She takes it and she turns around and seems to almost be like a tradition. She takes a glass and shatters it on the floor and goes, "We got a new fighting competition! We got a new challenger for Boulder Fist!" And the whole tavern starts starting to bang their mugs. There's beer and ale going everywhere. This place is rowdy and people are starting to get really excited. And they go, "Boulder Fist! Boulder Fist! Boulder Fist!" As he stands up, he downs his mug and walks forward. Kind of eyeing you up and down, Anton.
Looks like love at first sight to me.
Norgil steps
there,
over
champ.
here. She goes, "Come up here to the rug."
I give him the ales really quick. Like, here.
Down
He throws them on the ground. No,
hey
you're
there,
not
sport.
supposed to do that.
Okay. And so at this point, let's change the music a little bit. She looks at all of you and goes, "No weapons, no magic. You can keep your armor. You can keep any shields you want. Otherwise, no lethal attacks. Keep it clean. First one to knock out the other wins."
Cast invisibility.
Think I can handle that?
I'm gonna hold the Alamirage on my lap like a toddler. While watching it. Go get him, Anton. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said it that way. I don't realize.
Goes, "Step into the pit." Boulder Fist cracks these knuckles across his hands, and he stretches. Goes, you're going down. Steps into the pit. Starts slamming his fist, and he's got these huge. You can see the nickname is appropriate. Large hands, these big fists that have scars across them. He's he doesn't look like any weakling. He steps in. Anton, you don't have any weapons on you, right? You step
You have
in.
your shield though, right?
Do you have your
AC.
shield?
Yeah, no, I've got my armor.
But you can
Just your
also
armor?
use your shield too. Plus
Did
two
you
to
say
your AC.
shields too?
He said
Shields
no,
you're allowed.
Shields and armor.
He's carrying a shield and has his fist.
Okay.
So go ahead and equip your
Yeah.
shield so you have that onto your AC.
All right.
All right.
A roll full of pennies. full of
We're
copper.
going to
Oh,
initiate
what big
combat.
gloves you must have.
Is he in the right, just the right level of drunk to get into a bar fight?
He's definitely
Not
he's starting to feel a
mechanically.
little
I just want to
woozy.
know. Yeah, okay. I just want to know.
I mean, he's down like 4 ales, so
Oh, yeah.
he should be feeling
That's like
a little
breakfast.
buzz.
That's like breakfast, Anton.
I mean,
That's how he
You
starts
tell
his
me.
day.
Anton, go ahead and roll your initiative.
Brushing his teeth.
No. Yeah. Sorry. 26.
All right, and off we go. Anton is first.
Sure you can lift those mitts, buddy?
He's looking at
Anton
you.
just casually walks over and delivers an unarmed strike. Straight between the eyes. Sorry, my thing is giving me a little guff here. Oh, that's right. I have to target this guy, right?
Yep, target him.
Go. I get advantage for being drunk?
No.
That's 21. Is that good?
He attempts to parry it with his shield, but with a 21, you still are able to get a hit through.
Right. 3 damage.
All right. You get a slight kind of nudge against him, and he goes, "Is that all you got?"
Oh, crap. There's my 50 gold. I mean, go get him, Anton.
Anton.
Some of the people, they're actually the ones who are trying to initiate the whole thing next to you, see you chanting and start to go, Anton, Anton, Anton.
Well, it's like,
All right, and he will target you. And he takes his shield and tries to bash you with it. But your insane AC prevents that from happening.
Sorry. Can I riposte with an unarmed strike?
Yes, you can if you use your reaction.
Well,
You just smack against it.
or a 12.
It's a miss. He deflects it with his shield.
Oh, quicker than you look.
And then he goes in with his fist.
Hold on a second. Did Anton, you
I
get
didn't
2
get a turn.
attacks? You should have had 2
But
attacks.
that was my reaction. It's my turn
No,
now,
but
right?
initially, shouldn't you have had 2 attacks?
Next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Here we go. AC
It's
is
not as
just
hard to
damn
knock
high.
out
This is just gonna be.
Raz.
This is gonna be really tough. This is gonna be
You really like
This is just gonna be a lot of.
Lady holding his head.
Yeah. He tries to swing. He's hitting your shield. That's his turn.
I don't get any tall
All right.
in here.
Oh, no.
Oh, nat 1.
Not one. I dropped my dukes.
No, you don't have to do anything for that. But you can go ahead and roll again for your second attack.
24.
Dang, you hit him.
Three more damage. Oh, it's gonna really chip away at this fella.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't take as long to knock out as Raz did.
Yeah, I took that on the chin.
All right. That's your turn, right?
Yeah, I'll action surge and go again.
Yeah, go for it. You get 2 more attacks.
Or a 25.
25. Jeez.
It's like fucking Popeye with this night weight ale or whatever.
You hit.
Another 3. And then swings again for 19.
He will use his reaction for his parry, and it misses. That's your turn, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and hit next. All right. He kind of looks at you up and down. We got a tough motherfucker here, don't we? He moves around.
No need to be coarse.
He seems to be really into this, and he tries to hit you with his shield again. You need to actually roll a strength saving throw. That's how this shield worked before.
Okay. Hold a 20.
A 20. You succeed. So you are not knocked down from the shield, but you get bashed really hard in the head. but keep your balance. You take 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Wow.
Hold yourself up. And he goes, ha ha ha! And he goes in for another fist strike. Miss. And another one. Ooh, nat 20. Will strike you.
Is he using a shield as a weapon?
He's using it as a
Can I do
bash,
that?
and he's punching with his fist.
Oh, do that, Anton. Because you're only going to ever
Yeah.
do 3 damage anytime you hit him.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how do I do that.
I don't
Sorry,
know.
mechanically, I don't know how.
You can't. You're not trained in that way.
Oh, so
Oh.
It's being a little slow. You take 18 damage on this
my
fist.
God.
Oh,
Jeez.
Boom! As he bashes into your head.
Yikes.
You see stars for a moment.
no wonder this guy
We
fucking
could have
wins.
used a long rest
Right,
for this
yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Using this shield to kill people.
Sorry, hold on.
Am I up?
While this is happening, I'm talking to Willa about the wheat, and I'm like, can you imagine this in like a bread, maybe? Or some sort of like recipe. I think like the bitterness would come through, but maybe like go really well. With, like,
Some
yeah.
blood flies out of Anton's mouth, lands on Gemma while she's talking.
You got it.
Oh, you got something right. Willow will like take a cloth and kind of like dab off the blood.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, this would taste great in bread.
Not so much about the ale, but
Okay. Your turn, Anton.
All right.
Starting to feel that damage a little bit. Your eyes swirling. Whoa. Go ahead.
Anton, does 16?
16 just hits, yeah.
Right. Sorry, something's going on with my interface here. It's not letting me roll damage.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
a 3.
A little slow.
Yeah.
And it's 1 plus your strength modifier.
I don't know why I can't roll damage right now.
It's gonna be 3 because it's gonna be
Just refresh.
It's 1 plus your strength, so it's
Did you
Just gonna refresh.
target him?
Let me try that again.
There you go. That should do it. 24. So that hit. It should roll damage now. There it goes. 3.
Is it like a Kumite where he can get him out, like ring out him?
What do you mean?
Kumite, you know, like it's you either knock him out or you kick him out of the ring. Where's the blood sport? Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
can still do
The
it.
pit, but you could try if you're able to pick him up and take him, dwarf toss him out
Toss
of
a
the pit.
dwarf? What? That's unheard of.
So the
Now
attack
Anton
misses. He
attacks
uses
again.
his parry.
18 misses? Okay.
Yes, he uses his parry, so you can't. It doesn't hit. So that was the first attack. So you can do it again now. Or no, you already hit with the first one, and then he deflected the second. So that's your 2 attacks.
Yeah. Sorry, don't ignore that what I just clicked.
Okay.
It means you can riposte every time, can't you? Not riposte. art chart?
Yeah, I didn't use my art chart rebuke last time, but that's fine.
I'm gonna start laying in that damage.
All right, that's it, right? Gotta hit
Yep.
next when you're done with your turn.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Boulder Fist goes in to try and shield bash you again. Okay. Misses you. You deflect that shield. Attempted bash and goes in to try and punch you. Oh, nat 1. Completely misses. Oh, you can see him almost stumbling
Falls down.
into the dirt. He doesn't fall down.
Stop him while he's down.
But he definitely moves back, and then he tries to recover by swinging back at you. And he misses.
All right. Anton.
That one was on his fist, too, not his shield. So,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Can you art chart on
Anton is-
this?
No, only if the only if it's a hit.
hits. Yeah.
Anton's gonna move over here, using evasive footwork.
And Anton, make your rolls not self-roll. Make them public roll if you can.
I'm sure I know how to do that. Let's see.
It's right above the chat window in the game where you're seeing things pop up.
Thing there.
You can't find it right now. Don't worry.
Make
about it.
reveal to everyone. There we go.
Then
that
there
work?
should be a little. There should be a little thing underneath that where it says there's a little window where you can chat above the dice.
Yeah.
There's also it says self roll, blind GM roll,
Ah, there we go. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Public roll.
public roll.
All right. So I'm gonna do evasive footwork here.
Okay.
So
When you
expend a
move, you can
superiority
spend-
die.
Add in the number
Add the
rolled to your
number to my
AC. until you stop.
AC.
Okay. Wow. Even more to your AC.
Sorry, I haven't rolled a superiority die in a long time. Searching, I'm searching. I'm searching.
It's probably on your features.
Under features.
Yeah. Or you can just roll a d8.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just doing D8. Is it like /R D8?
And you can also just click the little D8 icon there. And
All right, so I got a 5 to my added to my AC, so I'm at a 26. And I'm gonna attack him again. I'm gonna go one more round of this. $15.
It's it does not hit.
And one more try. Everything is being weird. Hey, for a 14.
Another miss. He deflects it with a shield. All right. Next,
Okay.
Boulder Fist. Try and shield bash you.
Gotta get up early in the morning.
Oh, get you with a 22. But you had your evasive footwork, right?
Which puts me at 26.
Oh my god. So you kind of move fancy footwork through the sand there, and he thinks he should hit you where you were, and you miss. You missed. So that actually does not hit you. All right, and then he will try and use his fists, but you've got your evasive footwork going. So 23.
Good luck. Nope. So sorry.
$26.
Oh. Is
That'll
it beat
hit,
it? Beat it? Yeah.
Okay, why isn't it? Do you have to accept something on your end?
I'm doing a reaction here. I'm doing a brace reaction.
Oh, okay. And when a creature you can see moves into reach you have with your wielding, you can use your action to expend one superiority die and make one attack. Oh, wow. Okay. Expend another superiority die for yourself, and you can try and...
Is it a
make one
D8 or a
attack.
D7?
It'd be a D8. Yeah.
It's a 5.
So you would add that to the damage if you hit. So go ahead and just make an attack. I will automatically apply the damage I did to you, though, already. So you did take that.
How much was that?
It automatically did it for you. But it
Okay,
was
that's
13 damage.
Feeling great,
and,
guys.
You did hit him, though. So it'll roll your damage. And then it was an additional 5, right?
Yep. So that's 8 damage.
8. So that's applied, and I will go ahead and minus the additional 5. Okay. He's looking pretty strong. You're a little hurt. So that was... You did a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Polar fists. Shield bash. He gets one more attack in. And that one looks like a mess. So this is that one. And now it's your turn. Top
Okay.
of
Can
round
Anton
5.
try to get up under him and pick him up and throw him out of the ring?
Yes, you can attempt to grapple him. You have to roll an athletics check.
Athletics. Anton
Ooh,
rolls
pretty good roll.
a 26.
What?
Let's see.
Tries
what
to
he
sweep the
rolled.
legs.
He's got to roll
Low center of
on
gravity.
as well.
Not easy.
Oh wow, you got a
Oh.
29.
Wow.
Silvery barbs.
Low center
Subtle
of
cast
gravity.
silvery barbs.
What?
Do you subtle cast it?
I don't do it. It's
Okay.
cheating.
Ah.
All right, and you attempt to, and he just pushes you off, and he's like, "Don't even try it." That's your action, though. You have a bonus and a move. If there's anything you want to do with those.
A bonus action. Anton calls over his shoulder to Willa. Should I brace?
Well,
She gives a thumbs up.
She's not.
Yeah, she was like, yeah,
She's
yeah,
eating
yeah.
bacon wrapped
Thumbs
cotton.
up.
You know, yeah,
She's
bacon
not really
wrapped.
paying attention. Like,
Anton's gonna brace.
You can use your reaction to expend one superiority die.
Okay.
Well, you'll do that when he attacks.
Yeah. Never mind. Sorry, I thought that was one of those pre-action things.
That's fine. No, we can keep that in mind as it goes to Boulderfest. He goes in to attack with the shield bash again. And misses. Did you want to use that brace maneuver?
Yes. Anton braces, which gives him
You can make an
the ability
attack.
to use another attack.
And then you roll if you hit, you can roll that D8 for the damage. Okay, sorry for that little hiccup. And Anton got hit, and I applied the damage to you there, and it's your turn,
Oh.
Anton.
My plate of my armor has the Archart rebuke.
You just used your reaction, unfortunately, for the brace.
Oh, scheisse.
But now it's the top of the round, so you get your reactions back.
All right.
We'll do one more round here, and then we'll go to a break. So go ahead and do your...
All right. Anton's going to try again to get up under him and pick him up and throw him out of the ring.
Okay, go for it. Using your action
Athletics.
to grapple.
With a 17.
Let's see, he does roll his athletics now. Oh, nat 1.
What?
Wow.
You get him on the knees there.
You are grappling him now. You have him in your grip. So that's actually a great place to leave it. As you have him grappled, and you have him held. You won't be able to do anything until your next turn. But we'll go ahead and go to a break, and we'll see what he tries to do. See if he tries to break out of the grapple. And we'll be back in a few minutes for our final break. Okay, welcome back. Continuing our fight here. Excuse me. Anton, you used your action to grapple him. You can move if you'd like.
Okay, Anton's going to push his way over this way and try to throw him into this little batch of happy dwarves here on the
You
table.
won't be able to push him over until your next turn, but you can at least move him to the edge as you did, and you have gripped onto him now.
All right.
So, with that, it is going to be his turn, and he's going to try. He's going. Oh no! What are you doing? He's trying to break out of the grapple. He's going to use his athletics against your athletics.
You ever tried to hold on to a toddler that doesn't want to get held?
Ooh, go ahead and roll yours, Anton. Oh, you did. 17. I got a nat 1 for an 11. Oh, wait.
Either way, you lost.
Oh, that was from 8 minutes ago. That was the older one.
Yeah,
That was
I
the
rolled
other one.
22.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why didn't it roll it? Let me roll again.
Oh, yours was 8 minutes ago.
Yeah,
so
mine
excited.
didn't. There we go. Hold on. Oh, 25. He breaks out of the grapple. Nice try. And he backs up 5 feet.
Your leg's so small.
He's a very muscular dwarf, and heavy. But he breaks out. It's your turn, Anton.
All right, Anton's going to give him another swing. For a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Another 3 damage. And another swing. For 10.
10, miss. He deflects it with his shield.
Is he bloodied?
He is not.
I feel like on the fight counters that it would be like Anton landed the most percentage of hits and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Can I win
But-
by decision?
But you're no monk. You don't have the trained unarmed attack. That's your turn, right, Anton?
That is my turn. Yeah.
Boulder fist. Come on, why don't you go down? Tries to bash you. Miss. Fist. Oh, nat 1. He completely swipes and loses his balance a bit and then goes in for another attack. Looks like he might have had a couple too many ales. A little too confident here. have an option to use a reaction here. If not, hit the X.
So, it's Mage Slayer attack. What? No.
You wouldn't be able to use that.
No. Okay.
Okay. So 21 hits you. And the damage is automatically applied. You get hit with another hit to the face, to the jaw. You're starting to feel pretty weak here.
Use
your reaction.
Plate of Archart. My plate of Archart armor reacts.
Okay, using your reaction to deal. Go ahead and roll 2d6 radiant.
That's 8 radiant damage.
You can see that there's this flare of energy, and he's hit by that, and he goes, and then you hear some of the crowd go, "Oh, whoa, whoa, magic! Use magic! Use magic!" And Noragild goes, "What should I call it?" And Boulderfist goes, got a wipe in his nose, and he goes, "No, I can take him. Keep going." And that ends his turn. It's your turn, Anton.
I think Anton cheated, Gemma.
Looks like he's allowing it to pass, but
Good sportsmanship. For that, I'll try to grapple you again. An athletics check.
see, you might do it this time.
Fuck. 14.
No, he's like, "Get off me."
Man. You spry son of a bitch.
That's your action. You can't do any strikes.
Nope.
You used your action to try and grapple.
Yep.
You have a bonus, though. If there's anything you can do, I'm not sure you can.
Nope. Nope. Let's
Okay.
do this.
Goes to Boulder Fist. Okay, and he will go and try a shield bash again.
Man, he's strong.
And he hits you finally with the shield bash for 11. And you have to make a strength saving throw. I don't know why the damage didn't apply this time.
18.
You make it. You don't fall prone. I'm going to remove that health from you. Let's do that. You're barely hanging on. As he
Not
goes
feeling
to-
so good, guys.
goes
You're
in
not
the-
gonna knock him out, dude.
Anton,
he misses.
baby.
Toss him. Toss him. Oh man.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Oh no.
And
no.
Ridiculous.
with that, he does one final punch against the face, and you fall down unconscious. He goes, "You raise this fist." Yeah! The crowd, all the dwarves are cheering. Some of the dwarves who were kind of cheering and made bets on Anton curse and damn it. And the gold is lost. He gets up and goes and enjoys an ale.
I
Anton's
call
like,
over the lady, the tavern owner.
Nora Guild.
Yeah, I'll say. I think we'll take one of those rooms, or I guess we'll take a round of rooms.
So, Willow runs to the pit.
That's funny. Willow, you go down, jump into the pit.
Yeah. She like starts slapping Anton's face. Anton. She shakes him. You okay?
Huh? Where's having this fist?
After a moment, he can get up to 1 hit point, and he's back up. But he's very, very, very hurt. Little bruised, slightly black eye, little bloody.
I don't think
So
you make good
fist-
friends with that guy over there.
Fist face. Fist.
Over here, Nora Guild is getting the gold for the rooms.
Yeah, we'll take. Is it a bedroom or is it two to a room or?
There's 1 bed per room. There's 4 rooms.
Okay, I'll take the 3. I'll put the 3 in.
Okay, that's going to be. Let's see.
100 gold. Just kidding.
5 silver.
Talk to the dwarf. He got money.
5 silver per room.
Okay.
I'll pay for that, Gemma.
No, I got you. Don't worry. You're carrying Anton. Just you still got to carry him. So
Well, we'll bring him up out of the pit. And like shoulder, him leaning on her shoulder.
I'll grab
Did I
his
win?
you want something? I'll grab his weapons and his pack and like I got him a room. We can throw him upstairs if you want to come down later, or we can just turn in. You okay?
Oh, I'm sorry I hurt him so bad.
No, yeah, no. You got him. You got him a couple of times. Did we learn anything?
Guys, don't fight guys with big gloves.
It's a good lesson. You did all right, Anton.
As you're talking, there's this elderly dwarven woman
Punches
comes over.
her. He punches her.
Falls into the pit.
Anton!
No, you're not supposed to hit her.
Oh, no.
She comes up and goes, "Oh, you must be adventurers. You held your own actually quite longer than most people do against Boulder Fist."
He's not going to remember this. You don't have to do that. I'm sorry.
My name's Jornolda Oplahide.
Nice to meet your acquaintance, Jornolda.
But you look like adventurer types, don't you?
On occasion. I'm just kind of passing through.
Told a few people about this, but I don't know if it's anything you can do. But I was visiting my late husband at the Hall of Ancestors, and I noticed there was a break in one of the walls in the crypt. I heard some strange noises down there. Perhaps you could check it out.
Is that...
Wouldn't want anything bad to happen to anyone else. Or to anyone, I should say.
Is that not something you should report to the authorities?
Oh, I've told a few people around, but it just happened. And since you're new here, perhaps you'd want to check it out. Maybe you'll get rewarded.
Oh, yeah? Maybe we'll look into it, see how our friend is doing in the morning.
Right.
What did you say it was?
The Hall of Ancestors.
Hall of Ancestors. Got it. We're not going to get in trouble for snooping around there, are we?
Oh, no. Anyone is welcome down there. As long as you pay respect to the dead.
What was your late husband's name, if I might ask, ma'am?
Oh. Let me roll for that.
Drawer? It's like,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, so see those.
Yep, totally do those. Mr. Opalhide.
Dirac. Dirac Opalhide, his name was.
Direct. Okay, if we can make our way down there, we'll be sure to bring some flowers for Mr. Dirac.
Oh, that's very kind of you, dear. Thank you so much. I try to pay respects to him when I can. Um, his tomb is down at the very bottom of the crypt. That's where I noticed the strange noises and the structural damage to the wall down there. But I left. I heard the noises and I didn't want to linger.
Is there
Oh,
any
yeah.
sort of like, I don't know, insight? See if she's trying to lure us into a trap, or
Yeah, you can roll an insight if you'd like.
I'm just gonna throw this out here. 14. Because it sounded like she was trying to make up his name.
Right. No, she's just really elderly and has a bad memory. She couldn't even remember her own husband's name for a moment.
Right. Okay. That's.
She's a little kooky, a little old, but she doesn't seem to be. She seems harmless.
Oh no, Anton, you better punch her. Well, if we find anything, General,
Arnold.
Mrs. Opalhide, Ms. Opalhide, will be sure to find you.
Thanks, and I don't know if anyone else told you about it, but did you hear about all the confused people that have been coming from the mine? You should probably check that out too while you're here. Very strange.
Maybe.
I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone
We're
told
just
you about
kinda
that.
Passing through. No, we've heard things.
And she's going on and on. You're almost like, okay, you're kind of, oh, all right, old lady. It's like, there's that wizard too, who came into town, and I don't quite trust him.
She had like an exclamation point above her head. Like she was the one that's holding on the fucking quests.
Yeah.
We already talked to all the NPCs in the area. All right.
I want to make sure you got all those.
These
Okay.
they're not bold anymore.
This is great out.
She starts to like you start to like kind of turn your gaze like okay, and she starts like wandering back to the bar.
This doesn't seem like the right place for someone like her. She should be at home this time of day.
Oh, maybe it's just where she needs to be. Who knows? Is she drinking
Mom?
an ale? Like if we look over there, she's drinking an ale. Was she?
Yeah, she's got a big mug like this. She's sipping on.
She's fine.
Norgil comes back over and she hands over 3 keys. She goes, "The rooms are right over here." Points over to the west, over this west.
Oh,
side.
right over there. I thought, oh, good. I thought we were gonna have to go
Yeah,
upstairs. Shit.
Oh yeah, they're right here.
Oh my God.
First 3 rooms.
Well, if you still want to hang out, Willow, we can. Let's just dump him in the room and make sure he's okay.
Yeah, let's get him to bed.
Anton smiles and blood just kind of pours out.
Yeah, like
No.
just get the napkin and here's a thin tissue, you know. Yeah, bring
Anton
all
will
of his
stumble
stuff
over
in
here.
Yeah,
To,
take off his
this
boots.
room here.
halved
Which
off his
room
armor.
you want this one, Anton,
Yeah.
the top one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Nope.
Oh, we closed the door.
Oh, he closed the door, but
There you go.
He like fell, and then it's behind the door, but it's an open end, so now we can't like open it. Like, he's like, it's like, God damn it!
You find a small, modest room. There's a stone bed. It's a stone slab with some animal furs used for blankets, some shelves, and a chest for your things. A wolf's hide as a carpet. And
Put
that's the room.
his stuff in the chest and his sword against the chest, you know, so he knows where to find it, and then a glass of water like, nearby. He's not gonna drink it.
He's not gonna drink.
He's probably gonna kick it over, but he's kind of like, fuck the water, give me wine, you know. So yeah, I'll get a water and a wine. Let's see which one it is.
And Anton, what do? You just accept it? You just
No,
Anton bleeds on the bed.
just falls back.
I say to Will, there
Accepts
goes
his
our
fate.
deposit.
Oh, and the Al Mirage followed you over as well.
Oh, I pick him back up and like, oh, he's okay. He's okay.
All right. And you close the door behind him.
You still hungry, Willow?
I can always eat. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I think I could eat a little bit more too.
Yeah, let's eat some more. I only ordered one plate tonight. I feel a little strange.
I feel like you finished Anton's too.
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like to leave food on the tables.
No, absolutely no. I like that. I don't waste. Yeah, that's really good. He didn't eat any of it anyways. That was more for you, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're gonna sort of start wrapping it up here. Is there anything that you all wanted to do before you call it a night? Just sort of hang out some more.
I guess
a little bit
closer towards like the evening, like when it's starting to die down. I do like in contemplation, sort of say out loud to Willow, like, you didn't see Raz leaving last night, did you?
No, I didn't at all. It's strange that he just left like that. Who was it that saw him? Someone, Jane?
I think Jane saw him. I thought it was kind of
Daena.
suspect that the first thing he did was pick up the bag of money, but that's like a whole other thing. No,
Daena's the one that saw him.
Oh, Daena.
Oh, Daena.
Yeah.
I wonder where he went.
Maybe we could use the ear.
We definitely could try. Yeah.
Right.
I look around. Is it like? I mean, it's. I don't want to make any assumptions. Is it as crowded as it looks, or is it like dying down? I don't know how late it is.
Oh, I mean, it's still, it's not like super late yet. You haven't been there that long, but it's getting fairly late. But there seems to be a good crowd here. They're drinking late into the night. The people that are here. There's some people that come in and out. You know, some tables leave, some tables fill up again. It's a pretty rambunctious place, though.
You think it's okay to use it here?
They said magic's okay here, so I'd hope so.
They're like, get that giant's ear out of here. Ew, you know. I take it out and I say, what should we say?
Maybe let's ask him if he's okay. Maybe where he is and when he'll be back.
Razik, we don't know where you went. Are you okay? Are you coming back? We're at Khel Kuldir? Now, the name of the town. Now,
You counting the words?
I'm just gonna leave a short message, like, you know, we lost you. Are you okay? Are you coming back? We're at this town for the next day or two. You can respond.
You wait a moment and you hear a response.
Oh. I tuck it in next to.
Pull in.
Hey guys, sorry. Yeah, I got called back home. Big mission. Not coming back. That's all I can say. Out of words.
Huh.
I look at Willow. I guess we can ask him why tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or something else. Savin's going to be very disappointed.
Right. That's strange. I didn't think that he would just up and leave like that. No note or anything. But at least we know he's alive.
Yeah. At least he's okay.
Right.
He's very transient to begin with. I mean, he has such a crazy life already. Maybe we'll see him again. He's starting to grow on me. I can't believe I'm saying this, but he was starting to grow on me.
Yeah, I think we'll see him again, but it does feel a little quieter without him, doesn't it?
I just. Yeah, I guess so. Guess we'll see what happens. And I guess I wish Daena didn't leave. I say to her, like, I'm sorry. It's hard not to be upset about that.
Of course. She's your sister. You guys grew up together and you finally had her back for a bit. I can understand.
She'll be okay, right?
Yeah. Look how far she's made it till now. I think she's going to be just fine.
Yeah, I hope so. Thanks. Thanks, Willow.
Yeah. We're here for each other, and we'll see Daena again soon, I'm sure.
I hope so.
And with that, we'll call it for tonight as the energy starts to die down. In some ways, it's still kind of loud as you start to go into your rooms. And you can even hear it through the walls. Not the quietest place to sleep, but a place to sleep nonetheless.
Is the old lady in the fight pit now?
You see her down there. And or you might be dreaming.
Crazy.
You're not quite sure, yeah. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight. You can go ahead and take your long rest. Well, might as well do that while we're here in the game. And that will be it for today. Thanks everyone for watching through some of our technical hiccups. Thanks for sticking around. We appreciate it. We will be back in 2 weeks on Wednesday, April 17th with our next episode. And you can look for this episode on YouTube and podcast platforms by this weekend. And next week, we'll also have a rerun on Twitch. Join us right now on Discord for our after show discussion. Thanks for watching and listening, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.